Could we build me a living plus house?
As in?
Small, plywood, basic brickwork, nothing crazy.
This is for tomorrow? It's certainly an exciting vision.
It's very exciting about the deal. What's he like?
If there's someone on the inside, it could be of value.
Still keeping all your options open. You should be careful with that.
I'm worried, Rome. You're out of control. He's out of control. You know he could do anything up there. He's got that gleam in his eye.
Might be nice to get a shot of you and Roman on the candid shot, stepping up. CE Bros is kind of the bad version.
Shall we maybe not do the bad version?
We pick up a couple of threads in episode 5, Kendall going into work, which we dropped in the pilot.
Yeah!
That's what he was doing, and he was going into work. He thought he was going to become the boss, and that's what you see him doing, is being co-boss with his brother. In the writer's room, we have a board and scenarios that we could do one day, a product launch, a corporate retreat, and that seemed to marry very happily with this episode.
Excited to get a feel for Scandinavia and some hotties.
It offers comic opportunities as you get everyone together.
It's not a trip to the Guggenheim, Greg. Find out who they like. Everyone else, welcome to the lime pit.
Roman's in a particular state of mind. The day after the wake, I think I've gotten through it already. I pre-grieved maybe, and I feel like I'm fine. And then Mattson pulls this move.
You know, it's almost like the Hunger Games, and they're trying to survive the cut.
And it's just to show how powerful he is, and just to show, well, he's gone now, I'm the one and only. And that's just not a really good feeling.
Ambush. You took the bait, fattened for the kill.
Thanks for coming out. No, it's not ideal.
It's not like our dad died yesterday. It was a couple of days ago, so.
The scene that I always think of from this episode is that initial negotiation between Mattson, Kendall and Roman, and I love the way in which they, all three parties, weaponize humour, truth, obfuscation.
I feel like I'm going to the checkout during a sale and getting asked to pay more.
Alex gave us a counterforce. In a way, he takes the place of Logan, not just as an antagonist, but as an actor with such gravitas and power.
I do want ATN, though.
Okay.
If you don't have anything to push up against, if you don't have that friction, then you don't have drama, you don't have anywhere to go.
I think as you watch with Mattson, maybe you wonder, can these guys do it? Are they going to be able to be anything near what their dad was? And I don't think it's conclusive. They don't seem to nail it, but they maybe have their own way of operating, which is, in the end, not total failure.
I'm not sure that that works.
It worked.
It's an episode of lots of power shifts, and I guess ever since the moment that Logan died, Tom was in a potentially precarious position because his protector, who he'd betrayed his wife to get closer to, has suddenly gone.
Keep your eyes out, okay? If I need a pawn sacrifice, I'm gonna give you the eyes.
As everybody's starting to re-strategize, I think Greg sees Tom as a weak point for maybe the first time in the season. He's really trying to figure out where to land here. Tom asks him to be his punching bag in front of Mattson. He's not really willing to do that. He kind of wants to give it back to Tom.
S'il vous plaît, tell us more.
Well, so some of the dynamics that have been set up are kind of shifting. Kendall's taking him under his wing, pushing the quad agenda with the siblings. What's up? Want to sling some ideas around within the safety of the quad. Not sure if it's working, but gonna keep saying it.
What?
You want it to be catchy, you know, easy to remember. Quad, family quad, 3 siblings plus 1. The Roy Patrol, the old team, the family.
The fuck?
Like running the ship, I think we're good at it, and I don't want to stop. I mean, do you?
I think Kendall is the one who's more on maneuvers for the company.
I think we've tanked the whole deal. Kill it. Blow it up.
And Roman is happy to go with that idea because I was really hoping someone would come up with a plan that would entail telling Mattson to go fuck himself. Kendall has one, and great, let's get rid of this guy. Roman, when he goes to this meeting, I think he thinks, we're gonna bullshit him. Act real sweet, act like this is going well, and we're gonna stab him in the back later.
Your dad, he was a prick, but at least he knew what he wanted.
Roman, he just gets pushed a little too far, and this was not according to any sort of plan.
I think he'd be embarrassed if he saw you two now. It's 2 big boys.
That confrontation, to a certain extent, it would be defending Dad's honor, but also a personal affront to the entire family that he's using death to show how powerful he is and make a cool business move. And a little sarcastic jabs would be almost okay, I think. To Roman, that's a little bit like, yeah, I can make that joke too. Very clever. but you just drag us out here, you inhuman dog man, you.
Easy, brother.
I think that's where Roman is, oh, you're using this as a power move right now. He even says that to Matsson. It was like, you couldn't wait a few days. You actually couldn't do that for us. A day. Couldn't let us just bury our father, and then we can do the business. We're not selling to you. We are gonna grind you down. There's this anger and there's this grief that's sort of happening. So when we're shooting in Norway, I'm sure it was very beautiful, but all it did was sort of accentuate how miserable I was. And when we got to the top of the mountain, I didn't even see it until we finished shooting. And I think it's because Roman was so hyper-focused on having to talk to this guy. The setting could have been anywhere. We could have been in the bathroom. Yeah, I fucking hate you. And then when we were done, I just left. We went down to the base and I went, wait a minute. People were telling me it was beautiful up there. So I went and took a stroll back up to the top of the mountain and go, oh wow, it's really lovely up here. This is great. But I just couldn't see it.